It's the moment we've all been waiting for, boys, in case you have been living under a rock today, which I have with my degenerate sleep hours and my terrible sleep pattern. But eFootball 2022 now. eFootball 2022 now. Which is weird. So is this going to be a yearly game? Maybe. I think they're backtracking. I think there might have been a lot of feedback. But anyway, 30th of September. Mark it on your calendar. Do you know what's really annoying about the 30th of September? One, I'm extremely excited to get my hands on this game. Two, it's basically the same week as FIFA. I'm just not going to sleep when these games come out, but that's nothing to be said here about FIFA. Today we're talking about eFootball 2022, which is going to take a while to get used to because that makes it look like it's going to be a yearly game. But they have given us the release date and they've given us a load of information, which I haven't taken in yet. So I thought I'd take it in with you guys right here and we can have a little bit of a chit chat and see what we think about the information we've been given so far. Now, you guys might have had longer to digest all this information and let me know how you think and feel about it. Now, this also does throw a bit of a spanner in the works, although I don't think we're getting Master League straight away, so it's not too big of a spanner, but we do have a new Master League starting this weekend, so that should be good. Burnley, looking forward to it. Keep your eyes peeled for it. If you're new around here as well, hit subscribe, please. Thank you. It'd be nice. I would really appreciate that. Now, after they've talked on about how revolutionary the game's going to be, which is great, and the rename of the brand, which is interesting. We don't want to look at the trailer again. It was awful. Get ready for new gen. So not next gen, new gen. You can enjoy cutting edge graphics. Oh my god, immersion. Oh, immersion. And it doesn't say PC. On new gen consoles such as PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, supported devices PlayStation 5. I mean, I don't know. They did say we were getting next gen on PC earlier on in the cycle. Now that seems to be saying a little bit different. I'm not going to worry too much. I'm going to stick with that. We now have a release date, though. This is not where I want to be. This is not the website I want. This is where I want to be. So the 30th of September, this is what we are going to be getting on the 30th of September. Again, so it doesn't really impact the new Master League that we're doing. These are the teams you're going to get, the licensed teams to start with. You can play offline matches against human or AI opponents. So they're not offline matches. Okay, so maybe you could play offline with your mate in the same room. Okay, yeah. And you can play PvP matches to complete missions, objectives to earn rewards. So if you want to hit the ground running, you want to grind in the early stages, then these are the teams you're going to be grinding with. There's going to be cross-gen matches as well, by the looks of it, at launch, which is just PS5 to PS4 and Xbox X and S to Xbox One. So just basically Xbox to Xbox, PlayStation to PlayStation, which is fine. That's not bad. A lot of next gen has started out that way anyway, but this isn't a bad pool of teams to use, I guess. It's interesting, isn't it? Like, there's no team on there. I mean, Arsenal, come on, man. No one's going to pick Arsenal. There's not many teams on there that I would really like to use. Minus maybe Bayern Munich and maybe some of the Brazilian sides, of course. I'd like to use Flamengo, Corinthians, River Plate in there as well. It's a shame that Boca's not here, which is interesting. Like, you've got 3 Brazilian sides and then only the 1 Argentine side. I thought Boca would have been on the list. But anyway, there's enough about the lineup. And then what's coming in autumn is more information. So this is a better roadmap. We're going to look at the match pass in a second. Main features: build your dream team and face off against users. So this is where it's my team, right? Basically, it's my team where you build, or my club where you build the team together. I think my team's NBA. Sorry, I've been reading 2K news as well today. Sign players and managers that fit your chosen formation. So we've already got that. That's already in the game, but this is their version now. Match passes is probably one of the key things, and this is a mode that we're going to get in autumn as well. So this is going to be very early into the game's release cycle, I imagine. With every match you play, you'll have the chance to earn rewards like nominating contracts, so contracts for players, I'm guessing, which allows you to sign a player of your choosing. Oh, okay. So it's a different way for contracts to work for you to then be able to pick up players and other items. You can purchase an advanced match pass. So this is the match pass. This is what they will do seasonally, and that tends to be how free-to-play games work, and you will pay for this. Now, I don't know what the price point will be. It doesn't look like it's giving us a price point. I'm going to say at least a fiver to a tenner. I'm probably going to be aiming more towards a tenner. Like, I think a season pass for Destiny is a tenner. So I think a season pass for this could easily be a tenner as well. But we'll see when it comes out. I mean, there's not too much information. I'm guessing this is the currency again. These are the players. So that would be a 3-star player. That would be a 4-star player. And once you hit certain areas, you get everything that is here. So you get these gold. I'm not sure what the gold E is. And then there's a featured player of the week, which is interesting. I like that. That's cool. I am currently installing a mod in the background, so apologies. Blooper. But anyway, that's the season pass, and I like it. Because I know they need to make money somehow. It was always going to be with something like that, which is absolutely fine. There'll be scheduled objectives. You can receive amazing rewards, so you're definitely going to have the upper hand if you paid for the match pass. I'm wondering if there's going to be a free season pass and a paid season pass where you can still gain cool stuff on the free one. You'll have to grind more. It's not as accelerated, but there is still a pass. I feel like that's the only way free-to-play works. There has to be a free one and a paid one like there is in most other games. But we'll see closer to the time with the match pass. I will be taking on some online play this time round because that's all there's going to be when a game comes out anyway. And we will be looking at different stuff. So I will be playing the game when it comes out. I won't just be waiting until Master League. But the PES 2021 Master League will continue on the channel. So it's going to be objective-based, which you've seen quite often. You're going to have weekly objectives and campaign objectives. I'm not sure what they will be, but I like this already. Oh, we're going to actually hear about the currency here. So GP will be the base currency we've got now, and eFootball coins you will pay for. An in-game currency you can use to sign players and purchase advantage match passes, among other items. I imagine you have to pay for that, or it could be the eFootball points that you pay for. There is one of these that you will be able to purchase yourself and probably not be able to get in the game without purchasing it. I'm gonna guess it'll be the eFootball coins or the eFootball points, but I would love to have known that. I imagine it's this coins because you can buy match passes with those coins. They will probably be the ones you pay for. Chance deal, an item that allows you to sign a random player from a list of players tailored for this deal. I quite like that. It's pot luck, but you know you're getting one of the players out of the list, so you're not being lied to here. You know you're getting one of these players. I quite like that. That's a little bit like packs, but well, you're not gambling as much because you know you're getting one of those said players. Nominating contract, an item that allows you to sign a player if you're choosing, tailored to his contract. So we've seen that already. Player types here instantly. So there will be different cards, of course, where there'll be better versions of certain players. I imagined you've got featured, you've got trending. I imagine trending is going to be players that are playing well at the moment and they've upgraded their stats, and then the standard card, of course, and legendary, which will be legends of the game. Legends is a really big thing in PES. It always has been, and they're definitely going to emphasize on this again. And it does look like you get the trending ones by nominating contracts, but the rest you can pretty much use anything. So GP for standard cards, and then it's going to cost you points or coins. And they'll be random if it's coins, and it will be nominated, so you could pick the player if it's points. So maybe the points is actually what you pay for. I'm intrigued to find out. I'd love to know which one's actually not a free currency and which one's a paid currency. They're choosing not to say that at the moment. How to sign players, how you sign players depends on the player's type. I mean, we've already seen this, how you sign the players and what way you can get them. And I do like the fact that you can pay more now to nominate what player you want. So you're giving less of a risk when it comes to the time you're putting in to gather certain currencies, I guess. Trending players are versions of players who have put in excellent performances, which is exactly what we guessed. It will just basically be players that are playing well in that moment, in that week, and you can get that specific card. I'm not sure it'll be a Celtic player unless it's for a Hassie because he's having a great season. Anyway, we'll carry on. Match types, tour events, play against AI opponents in tour format, entering rewards. But I like that. I like the fact, for me, online, you still need some offline sides to it. That's quite cool. Tour event. We'll see how they do it. Challenge event. Play against human opponents, competing against mission objectives to earn rewards. Play casual online games. I don't know if you'll gain anything from doing that. Create an online match room and invite opponents in. And then you've got eFootball Creative League. Use creative teams. So this feels like a draft, potentially play PvP matches against evenly matched opponents. This strikes me as what a draft is in other games. So I'm talking about MLB and FIFA. You could kind of do a draft where you draft your team and then play against human opponents. That feels like that's what that is, that creative league. We got veterans bonus as well as a thank you to all who played PES 2021. So we'll get that. We're giving away in-game items you can claim and use in eFootball. Okay, so you're going to get some bonuses for playing the old game, which you do tend to get that in most titles. And that's nice to see. I want more details, though. And I'm intrigued to see how far we can get in the details. So we've got the update. We kind of know the majority of what we need. The update is currently planned for autumn 2021. So this is a weird way they're going to do it. We want to make sure our fans have enjoyed PES for mobile over the last few years. We'll continue enjoying the PES. So they're just going to update the PES 2021 mobile app, I think. I think that's how it's going to work. But that won't be the same with the PC and the console versions. You'll have to download that. With updates to the game, the minimum and recommended system requirements will change and some devices will no longer be supported. For devices that are no longer supported, I mean, I want to see what the specs are going to be, to be honest with you. And I'm hoping they're relatively good so that most players can play them on PC, but they're good enough so that we can get the gist that this might be next gen or not. We will see. Share competitive world, console, and mobile. This is basically just them talking about the new soccer engine that has been designed for you to play across mobile and across console, both. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that. I'm not sure too many people are excited about playing against Steve sat on the toilet on his mobile. Just not, because I'm not. You've got the player contracts, and this one's an interesting one. Players in eFootball 2022 will have a set duration for their contract. This duration continues until midnight, 365 days after the player was signed. So when you get a player, they have a full year's contract. Which, I mean, this doesn't make much sense. Not be able to develop them any further, and they will not be able to participate in certain types of matches. Players with contracts that have expired can gain extensions using contract renewal 60 days, which will be an item that you give them. Will extend the duration of 60. So the 60-day thing makes sense, but the duration continues until midnight, 365 days after the player was signed. So when you sign a player, they get 365-day contract. And then I mean, this is worrying. There's some blank spaces that need to be filled here. And I'm intrigued to see what they are. And then there's just some answers and questions. But I mean, this is the information we've got at the moment, of course. It's all online. We have, and we kind of know that Master League will be after Christmas. It's a long time away. It's frustrating for Master League players. But we all already kind of know that. All the rumors have led that way, and to be fair, the rumors have been pretty good so far. The rumors that it was going free to play, I said that as well. But we do know that Master League probably is going to be in, say, Season 3 of the game, which will be after Christmas. I think they want to launch it, get it up and going. I don't think we'll be seeing it until Season 3 or 4, potentially, which it's going to be after Christmas, by the looks of it, January, which is sad, but I mean, it is what it is. At least this to me is pretty good information. One, the release date. I had made a video titled "Will the Game Fail?" and the main point of that was we didn't have any information or a release date. I made that a day ago, and then this happened. I'm lucky I didn't put it up, because that would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? Egg all over my face. But anyway, boys, that's going to be it for this one. I appreciate your support, as per usual. If you're new around here and you want more stuff like this and just general gameplay of the game, then hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button as well, boys. I do apologize for this one going up so late. I have a terrible sleep pattern. It's not my fault. You guys might be in the same boat right now, especially if you're on your summer holidays. You'll be fixing that very soon, going back to school. I appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, are we excited for the game coming out? Are we not? I'm kind of excited. I'll see what it looks like in September, and hopefully we'll have a little bit more information coming soon.